Hey guys, so welcome to part 2 of creating a website in Photoshop and then exporting it over to Dreamweaver. So let me just start up Dreamweaver right now, and basically what we're going to do is actually make this a fully functional website after this tutorial. Alright, so to begin with, we just go to Site and New Site over here. And then you can just call it whatever you want to name it. You can just call it the title for easy reference. And you're going to set it to your folder, which you made under the website folder with the title of your website as mentioned in part 1. So just select that and choose that. Save it. And now over here, we're going to go over to site and double click index.html, and this should show up. There's a lot of question marks right now, but don't worry too much about it. Let's just go over to code page, and where you see images, because remember how we actually changed this to images-index, so the directory has to be slightly different. Right, so just hit Command F if you're on a Mac and Control F if you're on a PC, and you're going to go and type in images and replace it with images dash index, and just click on replace all. So that's done. Go back to the design tab and you'll see that it's actually like, you can actually see the page right now. It's actually looking fine. Alright, so now you can just go to any percentage of like a view that allows you to see the whole website without having to scroll around or anything. And alright, so have a look at this in Safari. Right now this is all aligned to the left, so we're just gonna fix that. So with this in a view that it's small enough for you to see everything, just click from the bottom right hand corner of your website and drag it over diagonally and change the alignment here to center. So you see what this does. It actually aligns it in the center. And we'll repeat the same thing for the about pages and the contact pages, but again beforehand we're gonna change the images to images-about for the about page, which should work fine, and same thing goes for the contact page as well. And we're gonna do the same for this too. So as you can see, it's in the center as well. And again, it's in the center. Alright, so now there's the issue of the white borders at the side. Now this is the very reason why I've asked you guys to use a solid color. So going back into the PSDs, let's just use any one of them. It doesn't really matter if you're using a solid color or wrong. So let me just open this up. I'll just use the eyedropper tool, which is over here, and select this, and let me just see what it is. It's a solid black, so it's just 6 zeros. So under code, you're going to go up and find this part here. So it says body BG color, it goes to hash 6Fs. Now this is actually the code for white, so I'm going to change that to match my background color, which is black. So that's 6 zeros. and I'm gonna do the same for the about and the contact pages as well. So save all of that. And now if we preview it, there's no more white borders anymore because the background color change took care of that. And if we wish to change the title over here to something like TheAppleEdge or anything, you can just go ahead and do that. I'm going to change mine from home to TheAppleEdge. And in the about page, I'm going to change it to the AppleEdge about and the AppleEdge contact. So you can do whatever you like with the titles. Just change them with in between title tags, and that is how you change the title, and you can see it display straight away over here. Now next what we're gonna do is make all the links that you wanted to make before such that you can click through it, and that is why we even sliced it in the first place. So going back to the design tab, you can start to zoom in on this, and for example on my AppleEdge logo I actually want this to link to the home page. So I'm just gonna take this target thing over here under link and drag it over to the index.html page. Oops, it's not letting me do this. And that's basically it. So same thing for the home page as well. And in the about page, I'm going to drag it to the about.html. Contact to the contact.html. It's as simple as that. And now the slightly more tricky part is actually going through the videos, because I'll have to copy this off my YouTube channel and just manually put in the link here. So let me just do that. And as an example, I'm just going to copy the link from best settings on the Zoom H1, select this and paste it over here. So that's how you do it, and same thing goes for each of this. So you can take your time to do that. I'm not going to do that right now to save a bit of time. And of course link the different pages together. In the about and the contact pages, it's the same thing as well. And just link the social media icons to your social media links. And just one thing to point out is that for email links, you actually want it to start with a mail to, and then a colon, and then your email address. This will actually prompt your email client to come up when you click on it, which is actually what you want most of the time. So that is what you do for email addresses. Now I'm gonna link up all of my things now, and then I'll come back in a bit. Hey guys, I'm back, and basically what I did while I was away is just link up everything. So you can see a link over here and things. The buttons that I want to link up, they're all linked up already now. So yeah. So now I'm just gonna save all of those, and you can see that they're all linked up. So now if I refresh all of them, I can go over to the about page straight away. I can go to the contact page. I can visit all my videos. This brings me back to the home page. I can go over to, say, my Twitter as well from here, based on what I linked it to. And now the final step really is I'm going to show you guys how to do the rollover images that we've been talking about quite a bit. So now we just select the other two buttons that we should have a rollover button for. So on the home page it's the about and contact page that we're going to deal with, and let's just go over the window and check behaviors over here to make sure that's ticked. And now I'm going to go over to the plus icon and have this one and select the option swap image, sorry, and set source to under rollover, remember your home page, and then this should be your about button. Let me just double check on that. For convenience sake, you can just rename this to about and this to contact. This step was done in part 1, so if you missed this out, go back to part 1 and check that out. Let me just rename all this real quickly, so that's a lot less confusing to work with. Okay, so let's go to home. We can just select the about picture. Yes, save, okay. So that's basically what you do, and then you do the same thing with the contact button as well. And you're gonna do this with all of the 3 pages, but let me just show you what it looks like. So you can, when you mouse over it, you get this about and the contact thing, and you get the underline that goes under it. Then when you click on it, obviously you go back. So you can just quickly work on the same thing for the about and the contact pages, and there you have a fully functioning website. Now, thank you guys for watching this video. In part 3 will be our last and final step, which is basically just uploading it to the web, and this would take literally like it's 5 minutes of your time, and the rest of it is just leave it to the software to upload it onto the internet. It's extremely easy. So if you enjoyed this video so far, thank you guys for watching, and make sure to subscribe and everything. Like this video. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below, and I'll try my best to answer them once again. I'll see you guys in part 3. Bye for now.